Ladies and gentlemen, this may be the biggest and most important prophecy in the Bible that is being fulfilled as we speak. The Euphrates River is a major water source for Turkey, Iraq, and Syria. It is now almost completely dried up, fulfilling maybe the most serious prophecy yet. It is the first river mentioned in the Bible. In fact, it was one of the 4 rivers that originated in the Garden of Eden. It's a very standout biblical reference that shows God's existence in the world throughout history. This river has been here since the beginning and will have soon served its entire purpose. The first thing I want to make clear here for all the viewers who don't even know why we're talking about this river in the first place, well, when it comes to revelations in the Bible, the river of Euphrates holds a very significant position in the apocalypse. The Bible tells us in Revelation 16:12, the 6th angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east. Keep in mind, during this time, the Euphrates River was much larger, and there was no way anyone then would have the knowledge to know if it would ever dry up unless God told them so. There was no possible way that anyone would believe that, since it was such a massive river that flowed all through the Middle East that has been around since the Garden of Eden. How would such a biblical thing ever end? Well, here's where it starts to get a little scary, and you will see why so many Christians are talking about this all over the world. In Revelations 9, verse 13 through 16, the Bible says, "Then the 6th angel blew his trumpet, and I heard a voice speaking from the 4 horns of the gold altar that stands in the presence of God. And the voice said to the 6th angel who held the trumpet, 'Release the 4 angels who are bound at the great Euphrates River.' Then the 4 angels who had prepared for this hour and day and month and year were turned loose to kill 1/3 of the people of the earth. I heard the size of their army, which was around 200 million mounted troops." Let me say this again. The Bible says that there will be 4 angels who are bound in the great Euphrates River that will roam the earth and kill 1/3 of the earth's population. They are awaiting their time to be free to slaughter billions of people all throughout the earth. Keep in mind, there weren't even 200 million people around when the Bible was written. 200 million was such an insane number back then that there would be no way to predict that logically. Now today we see why there needs to be that many troops to wipe off so many humans off the face of the earth, as there are billions of people on the earth today. I would also like to point out here that the Bible tells us these 4 angels are bound in the great Euphrates River. There's other mentions in the Bible of these fallen angels that God locked away in chains and put into a dark place. Could this mean that these are the same angels that have now been buried underwater under the Euphrates River this whole time? They might even be chained up in the caves awaiting their time, suffering until they are finally released. We don't really have all the details here. What we do know is that these 4 angels, whether good or evil, will eventually come to Earth and wipe out 1/3 of the population. This brings me to the next thing that I want to show you. Now I want to say, I can neither confirm or deny the legitimacy of these videos. I have received them from other places online. You can find them on Twitter, YouTube, you can find them in various places. You can't find out if this is fake or real. This just is completely up to your personal beliefs. So whether or not this is real, regardless, it is very disturbing. As I said, I can neither confirm or deny the legitimacy of these videos, but what scares me the most is I know that this really is happening somewhere. We know from what the Bible has stated that these angels are impatiently awaiting their time to bring destruction on the earth, and if they are evil fallen angels, they would definitely be making horrendous, ungodly sounds that we never want to hear again. As we know, God gave John these visions of end times. Only God knows when these events will take place, but we do know it will be very soon. In fact, as soon as the river of Euphrates is completely bone dry, which is only some years away, that is when we will start to see all of these things truly unfold. Some say it will be the most devastating prophecy to be fulfilled besides the mark of the beast during the tribulation. All we can do is hope and pray for a better relationship with Jesus Christ and ask for forgiveness and the will to change, so that way we know we are safe, and no matter what happens, we will end up in heaven when Jesus Christ returns for his people on earth. There are many horrible events that are going to take place soon enough, and all we can do is work together and shed light upon the evil. I would like to say, I am nowhere close to a holy man. I am nowhere close to good enough to deserve the everlasting kingdom of heaven with Jesus Christ and all of our loved ones, and I am the last person that deserves to have this. So I want to tell you right now, if you feel unworthy, if you feel like you are the worst sinner in the world, I'm with you. I understand. But what we can't do is lose hope. We can't lose faith, because even the people of the Bible, even Paul, talked about his battle with the flesh. He claimed to be the biggest sinner in the world. There are many. Even Jesus' disciples didn't feel worthy enough. Even Peter denied Jesus 3 times. The point is, we can't beat ourselves up too much. Yes, we have to understand we are sinners. Yes, we have to have the will to change and have to be humbled. But we cannot give up, because Jesus already promised us that we will have everlasting life, as long as we ask for forgiveness and give ourselves to him completely. It is a work in progress, folks. It's not easy. It doesn't happen with a snap of a finger. It takes a long time, and we will all get there, whether you are already there or whether this is day 1 of your journey. We will all get there. End times is around the corner. We know this. We see it with everything. We see it in all the movies in Hollywood. We see it in all the shows. We see it in even all the books. We see it in politics. We see it in sports. We see it in everything, of how much Satan has interrupted this world, and it's not going to get better. Unfortunately, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. But again, if we build that relationship with Jesus, we don't have anything to worry about. Thank you very much for watching. God bless. I appreciate all the support. It's fantastic. Every thumbs up I get, it's like giving me a hug in person. Honestly, it's awesome to see that so many of you guys are really enjoying the content, and I will try to keep continuing to provide you good content. And so pray for me. Pray for the ability for me to make these videos, because it is not easy. Editing is not easy. This whole process isn't easy, but I want to do it because I want to grow with you guys. I want to shed light, and if I can help build up this ministry and lead people to God, then that's the best thing I can do, I think. Thank you again, guys. I'll be back soon. God bless.